Welcome back to another episode of Lil
Lil
Pop
Pop
Stars
Stars Podcast.
Podcast.
In this episode, we'll be talking to Jadeyn Lorentzen.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. It's been quite a while since we've seen you, I think, but
I know, it's been a minute.
yes.
Yeah.
So my dad has always made music. He plays guitar. He needs music for everything. So I think that's kind of where I got it. I mean, I feel like everybody's
Mhm.
parents like play music, but my dad is really passionate about it. So I think that's where I got it. I got my ukulele. That was like a big thing. And I wanted one so bad. And my mom was like, "No, you're not gonna play it." And then I ended up playing it and it carried on to like playing guitar. And then I started like posting covers on YouTube. And then I was like, I need to figure out how I'm gonna start releasing stuff. So I've been working on that recently.
I
Go
was
ahead.
just looking at like your background. That's
Oh
pretty cool
yeah.
there.
Yeah, it is.
I gotta have like a vibe. There's
Very
gotta be a
nice.
vibe in my room.
And so every episode, we just like to do a thing called Lil Pop Quiz, where we're just going to ask you like a few questions and try to answer them as fast as you can.
Oh God, okay.
So, who is an artist you recently started listening to?
Um, Recently I've been really, really into Omar Apollo.
Nice.
Yeah,
What is your favorite candy?
nerd gummy clusters.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What's the first song by the Marias that comes to your mind?
Um, I no puedo,
Where was your favorite vacation to?
Puerto Rico.
Nice. What is your favorite music genre?
Um, right now R&B,
hmm What is your favorite type of food?
Italian.
And is there a song that's changed your life?
Undo by by the 1975.
Nice.
Nice. You answered those pretty fast.
Yeah, I think that was
It
a
was like really
record,
stressful. My
honestly.
heart started
Yeah.
beating.
We can slow down a little bit now and no
Okay.
pressure now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you talked about like making music or your dad kind of playing music with you.
Yeah.
When did you start like deciding to like start actually making music yourself?
I never like I always had the dream of like doing it, but just last year is when I started releasing things. So
Hmm.
that was kind of well, I've always kind of wanted to release things. It's just like figuring out all of that stuff is so hard to figure out independently.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So like I just did so much research within the last year trying to figure out how to get my music out there or like on platforms
Mhm.
other than YouTube or like
Right.
SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you like have found like tracks from other producers. Do you usually write like to the track or find a track or like the other way around, I guess?
Yeah. Yeah. Both.
Yeah.
But I started by like writing first and then but I feel like when I find tracks, like it's easier to write to the track.
Hmm.
But when I play like
Mhm.
guitar, that's when it's easier to write first.
So when you like think about music that you really like, is there a certain song that made you think like this is the kind of music I want to make?
Um, Not really a specific song because I'm like right now, something that I'm doing is like trying to explore different genres. So I'll like make just I'll hear like an artist and be like, oh, I want to make that. And then the next week it will be like a different genre. Just
Yeah.
trying to find like
Mhm.
what fits me best. But honestly, I haven't even found one because I just that's like fun to me. Just like
Mhm.
Yeah.
exploring different genres.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And who are like some artists that you do take inspiration from in those like different genres?
The Marias, I try to take inspiration from, and Kehlani.
Nice.
Made you decide to release your first song?
I kind of just made it. Well, I made a song like, and I hated it so much, and I released it. I was like, oh my God, I can't. And then everybody tells me, they're like, please put it back. I'm like, mm-mm. So that was my first song that I released, but the first one, my friends kind of like encouraged me to release the one, This Is the Way I Feel, out.
hmm
Mhm.
How did that one sort of come about?
That was like the one of the first songs that like I really showed to people. Like I said, I had that other one out, but that one was
hmm
there. And that one, I had like the melody in my head, and then I found a track that kind of like matched it.
Oh, nice.
So I
Mhm.
always am taking drives, so I had to incorporate that into the lyrics.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's
Nice.
definitely that kind of driving in the car with the windows
yeah,
down vibe
yeah,
and
Mhm.
very like beachy, kind of like the the
yeah.
cover photo. Yeah. That's not a Florida beach, is it? Or
No, that's in Puerto Rico.
I was gonna
Oh,
say it doesn't
nice.
look like Florida.
I know.
I feel like your both of your like cover images definitely fit the vibes of
Yeah,
the songs.
yeah.
And with the other one, because is it like under a bridge
The
or
bridge,
something?
it's the Sarasota Bridge connecting
Okay.
to St. Armands.
Uh-huh.
So they always have those lights, and then there's like a bat, like people fish down there all the time, and there's
hmm
like
Yeah.
different colors. And I was like, let me get in the rocks. So I had to like climb the
Nice.
rock for that. My friend was free. Yeah. So
When you're like listening to music, how does like music affect you? And I guess how do you want your music to affect others?
Um, I mean, obviously, I feel like people interpret music really differently.
Right.
So,
Mhm.
like, whatever emotion or like situation that they feel like resonates with the music that I put out, but I connect with music like very emotionally. So
hmm
I'll like
Mhm.
play it like each emotion that I feel like there will be like a soundtrack. I need a soundtrack. So, like,
Yeah.
maybe like that type of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Kind of like what you were saying earlier, how you are sort of exploring like different genres. I think even
Yeah.
just from the two songs you've released so far, they are kind of different
Mhm.
vibes. And when you started making your second song, is that did you want to like do a sort of shift or you just kind of went with whatever you were sort of feeling?
Yeah, that's what I was like listening to at the time. Like I was really,
Yeah.
really into Kehlani. Like I saw her in concert. Like I was just like, okay, I want to
Mhm.
make a song like that. But
hmm
I always love like R&B too. Like that those two genres. I don't really know. The Marias is like kind of indie, like
Yeah.
Mhm.
pop. I like that. And then also the R&B, like my music taste and like the way that I like release or just make music is just
Mhm.
overall very different. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
anything, everything. I love all genres.
Mhm.
Nice.
Nice. Are
And
there any artists that you would want a recognition?
There's one that I've been really into, and I found him on TikTok,
Mhm.
and he kind of inspired me. He was like kind of one of the people who like told me that, oh, you can do this independently. Not told me, but
hmm
like I just followed like him and saw that he was independently doing things and releasing things. His
Mhm.
name's Zeke Blue. His
Nice.
Mhm.
music is really good. And he does the same thing with recognizing like small producers and yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
You mentioned like you might be working on some other music. Is that music sort of similar to the vibes of your past two songs, or indifferent a little bit?
Kind of. I would say more nearing the first song
Yeah.
right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have like performed live before. Is that something you're interested in?
Yeah, definitely. I have, but it was like for school, so I don't
Yeah.
count that. Like,
Right. Is the singles that you've released so far, are those like their individual thing, or are you working on like a project for those?
individual for now, but
Yeah.
I definitely, if I release an album, I feel like I would want it to be all correlated. Those are kind of right now
Right.
I'm
Mhm.
working on kind of just exploring and finding.
Yeah.
Is there anything like about your lyrics and your songs, or like just the way you write it to the beats that you'd want to like break down?
I kind of do like the normal, like the verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge kind of thing.
Mhm.
But I mean, I always like I have a few songs also like not released, unreleased that like I
Yeah.
Mhm.
kind of go off that script
Yeah.
because I think that's
Nice.
Mhm.
fun and different.
Mhm. And what's your songwriting process like?
Sometimes it just comes to me like immediately, and then sometimes it takes a few days. But I like to, I just, I'm really picky. So it's like, that's why I only have two songs because I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Ah, I
Mhm.
like that. And then I'll redo it. And
I kind of know what you mean. I write and
Mhm.
like I know that just like a lot of just like revising and like taking a while to actually get to the point where I want to like
Yeah.
share anything with anyone.
Yeah. Because then I'm like, it's too cringy. Like, that
Yeah.
sounds cringy. I don't like that. Yeah.
Do you, I guess it's a little different with like releasing music, but sometimes I'll like write something and think it's really good, and then like the next day it's like, oh,
Hmm.
this is horrible.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, what was I thinking there?
Right.
Yeah.
I know you have like some videos that like on your Spotify and stuff that go with
Mhm.
your songs. Have you thought of like making more music videos to your songs?
Yeah, I actually have one that I was thinking about doing. It's kind of weird, but I was gonna have my friend play a man, like
Mhm.
for one, and then I like was
Yeah.
gonna film it, and then it'll come, but I
Yeah.
just need time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. For sure.
Nice.
I will definitely be having more things being released now that
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm getting trying to get things out and writing as much as I can because I'm like I said, I'm really picky, so it's like hard,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I just need to do
Mhm.
it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, thank you for talking with us.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
for
you.
having me. This is
Of
cool. I've
course.
never done
Yeah.
anything like this before, so it's exciting.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Little Pop Stars Podcast.
Make sure you listen to Jaden's music wherever you stream music, and we will see you on the next episode.
Bye.